Fallout 4 is a game rated M by the ESRB. Grit Jones has a very blue outlook on life. Or maybe it's just looking out this window. Hello, and welcome back to more StephenPlays Fallout 4. On the last episode, we started fire support, and in the process began the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. Today, we will continue on that quest line. Quick thing, just want to throw this out there. There's a lot of people that have a lot of requests for quests. Requests. I mean, when it comes right down to it, when I look in the comments and I read all the comments, people are asking me to do a lot of things. A lot of them are things on this list. A lot of them have to, are our main quest. But then there's a bunch of other quests, a bunch of other locations people request, and we just can't get to all of them immediately. So if you've been saying, hey, you should go check this thing out, I promise you I know. I've written it down. But the thing is, we need to do what the general consensus is, and then ultimately, more importantly, what I think that we should do. But I certainly am taking your suggestions for things to see and do, especially if they're in the area or on the way. Now, one of the things I need to address is that I looked past this safe last episode, so we're going to go ahead and open this up. I do not know why it's locked, but now it's open.
Nice.
To go around, to a pulse mine, route away, stim pack, and wonder glue. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that, but I missed that. Also, I think there was a few comments that have said in the past, like, Piper doesn't dislike it when you ask for money, and I'm gonna play it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna play it just kind of how I feel. If I feel like I'm gonna ask for money, then I am. I'm not gonna basically let the worrying about getting her perk or affinity cloud my judgment. If I want to do something, if I want to say a certain thing, then I'm just gonna say it. I'm still going for the perk, and I'm not trying to piss her off too much, but at the same time, if there's something I need to do, then I feel like I'm just gonna do it. Also, I never put on the fatigues. We go over here to the military fatigues. It gives you 0 ballistics resistance, but 5 energy resistance, and more importantly, it gives you 2 agility. So we're going to put those on. The other thing, and this is kind of a major thing, we have a level up, and I've been thinking about it, exactly what I want to do. Ultimately, I've been working towards science. But if we put another point into intelligence, then when we get the intelligence bobblehead, which is at the library, then we just go up even further. I was thinking, maybe I'm crazy, but I was thinking we will wait to get science. We'll wait until we get that bobblehead. Maybe we'll go to the library sometime soon so we can get it and then grab science. Now I'm going to give you a curveball for what I want to do with this perk. I want intimidation. This is a high-level charisma thing. Basically, when you have intimidation, you can point your gun at someone, and if they're below your level, you gain a chance to pacify them. So they'll stop attacking you. You guys are out of combat. I think that's a really interesting way to deal with problems, and I think it kind of fits into Grit's character because Grit is charisma-based. I mean, I gave him 9 charisma coming out of the vault. That's a big thing. Now, the problem is, if we give Grit another charisma point, when we finally get the charisma bobblehead, he's going to have 11 charisma. But that's not a problem, because charisma keeps stacking. So I'll have 11 charisma, and if I'm wearing my entire outfit, I'll have 14 or 15, but I'll pass checks with no problem whatsoever. I don't think it's a problem, so I'm actually going to do it. And if anyone is upset over it, well, it's okay, because we'll be getting more perks with more levels. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. We now have 10 charisma. When we get the bobblehead, we'll have 11 charisma. And as of next level, as of level 17, we should be able to grab intimidation. I just think it'd be a lot of fun. Now, in the meantime, I would like to go to the library soon to get that bobblehead and then grab science so we have it. There's also some other things that we can do too, like we have access now to level 2 armor mods and things like that, but I just think that'd be fun. It's a really fun thing that a lot of people don't get to do, or at least not until later in the game, but because we have so much charisma, we should take advantage of it. Alright, a few other things before we get started on this episode. A few people have been noting that I don't talk to Piper. It's honestly just because I forget. So let's have a conversation now. I kind of forget that we can chat with these people.
Hey.
Not a good idea
What
to
can
keep
I...
Paladin
You know,
Vance
you look like
waiting.
you could really use this. These things have literally saved my life.
You just gave me cereal, but okay.
Your thoughts?
I'm glad we could help these folks, but I hope this doesn't mean we're falling in with the Brotherhood. Last thing I need is more people yelling at me.
Your thoughts?
If there's a story here, we'll find it.
You can just keep asking thoughts.
Your thoughts?
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, if you need anything proofread.
I'm good for now.
Are things all right between us?
I suppose things are alright. Just feels like we could be doing more for folks out here,
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
All right. We're also going to quickly look through the rest of this place, just very briefly, before we get started on Call to Arms. And here is Scribe Halen's personal log, something that many of you told me that I need to check out.
I don't know what we'd do without him. Field Scribe Halen, personal log entry 324A. I'm starting to wonder if joining the Brotherhood of Steel was a good choice. I originally signed up seeking protection and comradeship, but I'm worried that I've traded away a bit of my humanity in the process. The Brotherhood's message of hope for the future is idealistic and noble, but their methods leave a lot to be desired. The leadership seems especially misguided. Instead of diplomacy, they wield violent confrontation to exert control. Despite all that, I've been successfully avoiding the fighting by following the career path of a field scribe. I suppose only time will tell how long I can stand the sight of spilled blood over my own moral fiber.
So it seems like Scribe Halen may be having second thoughts about joining in the first place. Interesting. She doesn't really come across that way when you speak to her, but her personal log says otherwise. Either way, you guys voted. A majority of you want to see Call to Arms, and I understand there's a lot of you that want to see main quest. Don't worry. I heard you loud and clear. We're going to do Call to Arms, and then as long as there's nothing else in the way, then we'll probably jump back to the main quest. Paladin Danse.
Paladin Danse.
You ready to move out?
Why establish an outpost at the police station?
Given the nature of the facility, we felt it would be tactically advantageous to search it for weapons and ammunition. The radio tower on the roof was an unexpected boon, but it obviously has its shortcomings that need to be rectified. It might not be as imposing as the Citadel back in the capital wasteland, but it suits our purposes. That's all I'm willing to divulge at this point. Are you ready to proceed with the mission?
Ready.
Outstanding. Follow me, and try not to lag behind.
Why are you standing around here like there's nothing to do? Paladin Danse is waiting for you.
Where are you? Oh, you. Yeah, I just spoke with him. Also, the military fatigues actually look a lot like what we were already wearing, except a little bit greener. So, good. We're like Kermit the Frog grit. Let's go. Okay, buddy. I don't exactly know where we're going, but I'm behind you. Oh, how did I miss that bottle cap? Oh, how did I miss this? How did I miss these things? There's a lot of bodies, I don't think I haven't forgotten about that screwdriver.
We'll take this alley. Follow me.
Okay. Now, I'm not in power armor, so this could get interesting. But we'll see what happens. Also, I've been using Baby a lot. I'm going to have to switch weapons soon because
Jet is a short hike to the west.
I've used up
Take
about
this
half
road.
the ammo.
We should be able to avoid the larger packs of ferals infesting Cambridge. Traveling this far from the police station is a risk, but getting that transmitter up and running needs to be our top priority. If it was up to me, I'd relocate my team. But Scribe Halen detected some disturbing energy readings in the area that need to be investigated. We don't know much about them, except that they're short-lived and broadcast on a frequency only attainable with a high level of technology. We're concerned that whoever or whatever is creating those energy readings might be a potential threat. So it's our job to investigate.
I mean, is it really your job? I mean, you're not like the police, right? I mean, you're just checking things out for your own sense, I believe. Either way, we're just going to travel with you. Now, you didn't bring anyone else with us. It's just me, you, and Piper. What's up, guys? Easy enough. What you got on you? Nothing? Also, I love that score. Comes into the background. Melon. There's a lot of guys over here.
Surprise you to learn that my recon team isn't the first to visit the Commonwealth. Over the last 7 years, 2 other teams were sent here by the Brotherhood and gathered technology. The first team's mission was a huge success. They came back with crates full of pre-war artifacts and historical documents. The second wasn't so fortunate. Shortly after they arrived, we lost contact with them, and they haven't been heard from since. As far as my team goes, we've lost 4 good men to this godforsaken wasteland. We've been a target from the moment we arrived. But despite our setbacks, I don't intend to give up and head home, or end up missing.
I feel like maybe the Brotherhood of Steel are actually... maybe they're good people at heart, but they're in... The way that they handle situations could possibly be misguided. Maybe that's what Scribe Halen was talking about. Either way, I'm glad to hang with a big guy in a suit because it makes my life a little easier. What else do I have in here? I've got Henry, I've got Max. Don't forget I have Nancy. Haven't used Nancy yet. Nancy could be fun. There were a few people asking if I was going to turn Nancy into a an automatic, and to be honest, I don't really like automatics. Even you can even shoot semi-automatics pretty quickly. Anyone that's seen previous episodes will know that I can do some quick damage with Baby. Oh God. Hey, buddy, where are we going here? I have to walk with you, don't I? I can't just teleport to wherever this is. Great. I don't want to put on my hazmat suit. I'll just have to pop some right away. Because we are literally walking through a storm. There's also quite a few people telling me that I can go get a bloatfly gland. Bloatfly gland! Oh my God! Yes! Well, that was perfect. I was gonna say yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can actually finish that stupid additional quest. The bloatfly gland, which I think is in junk. Yeah, the bloatfly gland is something we need for a miscellaneous quest. And you were saying, well, if you mark it on the thing, it actually shows up, but it doesn't. Whenever you when you hit toggle active and show on map, it shows you where Duff is, but it never showed me where to actually find one. People were saying that it would, but it never did. It doesn't matter now because we have one, but sweet. Just really excited about this. All right, buddy, I'm with you. We got ambushed by raiders and bloat flies. Still taking a good amount of rad damage.
We may have a... Not
Good job, Nancy. You guys have anything? Dog meat, dog meat. Dog meat, not to be confused with my dog meat. A lot of them, too. Alright, lead the way. The storm, while hazardous, is actually quite beautiful. Kind of looks like a fart cloud is taking over the sky. Not that... I guess it was kind of weird to say it was beautiful and then compare it to a fart. Maybe I find farts beautiful.
Arc jet systems. There shouldn't be any exterior security, so we'll head in through the front.
Still popping them rads. Hold on, wait. There could be stuff here. No, there's just a melon. Okay, actually, we should get inside quick because, I'm still taking heavy rads. I'm with you, Danse. Come on, man, let's do it before we get another stupid lightning bolt. It's causing me some serious pain. What's the plan, man?
Excuse me, Paladin Danse?
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Why are we at ArcJet again?
We're here to retrieve a device that will boost the signal from the radio tower at the Cambridge police station. Without it, we can't make contact with our superiors. Remember, our primary target is the deep-range transmitter. Stay focused and check your fire. I don't want to be hit by stray bullets.
Alright. I guess Reese couldn't come because Reese was injured. You ready, Piper? Let's do this thing. Okay. Well, you're not trying to stay hidden.
Corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they've done. Look at these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
I see that.
Damn it, I was hoping to avoid this. Look at the evidence.
There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute Synths.
Synth, isn't that the same as robot?
They're an abuse of technology created by the Institute. Abominations meant to improve upon humanity. It's unacceptable. They simply can't be allowed to exist.
What's the Institute?
They're a group of scientists who went underground when the Great War started. Spent the last few decades littering the Commonwealth with their technological nightmares.
It sounds like you're scared of synths.
There's a measurable difference between being frightened and being prepared. Now, let's move out.
Okay, so we've, for the record, you guys are very I read your comments, and you guys are very adamant about staying away from the Brotherhood. It's okay to do a few quests, but otherwise don't help them. Very, very adamant about that, because everyone has said they're racist, they're jerks, they're jackasses.
Better days,
And I see a little bit of that coming out with Danse now. He is extremely dismissive of the idea of synths as anything other than an abomination, so
This place is a mess.
I understand what you're saying.
Still see a few pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. After we're done here, I'll have to mark this place for sweep and retrieve.
I'll be with you in a minute. I'm looking around a little bit. There's still some stuff here. There's also a terminal. Let's take a quick look at this, shall we? ArcNet Mail security concerns. From the CEO to all security personnel, I'd like to have your team get together and implement a new security strategy for the ArcJet complex. This is our first contract for the USSA, and I don't intend to have any security slip-ups while we're working on the XMB booster engine. I want you to double the coverage 24 hours a day and install automated countermeasures inside the facility. I'd also like you to hire a consultant to figure out a better security password system for our terminals. The automated reset timer mailing out passwords is ridiculous. Turrets. Starting tomorrow, we'll begin distributing identification badges to all employees. These badges must be worn at all times. They are infused with a low-yield radioactive isotope that will prevent our internal security turrets from accidentally shooting any of our own employees. If anyone is caught near the entrance to the engine core without a badge, we are not liable for the injuries you may sustain. The turrets will go online in 1 week, so I suggest you sign up for your badge as soon as possible. That's really frightening. Like, that's a little weird. Like, you have to wear this badge or you'll just be shot to death. It's a little odd. Engine core accident. From the CEO to the security lead. Sam, what the hell is going on down there? How did a member of the press get all the way past security, through the entire research facility, and into the engine core without tripping our alarms or turrets? We have a real mess on our hands, and it's going to be your job to clean it up. I don't care how you do it, just make it all go away. If this comes back to bite us, I swear, you're going to be the one that takes the fall. So it sounds like maybe someone from the press got down there, and then, I guess maybe because they didn't have a badge, they got killed. Whoa! Protectron control. Error. Protectron unit absent or damaged. Activate units. Okay, I turned it on, but they're all dead, so I guess it doesn't matter. Some extra doors here. A little storeroom. A dish rag. A urinal. There's a urinal, but not like a proper toilet. So this is like, you know, quick pee and then back to work. You want to take a poop? Oh, you gotta go downstairs. Nothing down here. Man, this place is busted to bits. Coffee, hairbrush. God, soap. Let's see. Desk. You know, one of the things that I hadn't marked, now that I'm thinking about it real quick, is I hadn't marked microscopes. If I do... So you have to do component view. And I don't have adhesive marked either. That's weird. I'm going to re-mark adhesive and mark this and this. Just so those are things that we grab in the future. I may want silver and gold too. I don't know. Sure, whatever. Just so that's done. Okay. Right behind you, buddy. For the record, if you've missed past episodes, that's how you get the little...
Looks like a dead end. See if you can find a way to get that door open. I'm gonna reconnoiter the area.
Okay. That's how you get the little magnifying glass to show up next to components. A baseball base? Why the heck is that in here? Very odd. Okay, let's see. Apparently I can use the terminal to get the door open. There's also an alarm clock. Let's see. What else is here? Nothing here. So that might actually be the only way to open the door. Seems a little odd, because what if you didn't have the ability to hack computers? Maybe there's a secondary way, but this is probably the easiest one. There's also this. Lab Analyst's Terminal. Reminder password security. This is your annual reminder that all terminal and mainframe passwords are to be changed on a monthly basis. Failure to do so may result in automated changes, the suspension of network privileges, and/or disciplinary action. Please do your part in keeping ArcJet systems secure. Oh, I just got the password. According to our records, your terminal password has not been changed in 3 months. For security purposes, your password now be reset. It's now 9YB3N. So I guess now I can just open it, which actually kind of sucks, because if I would have hacked it, I would have earned experience, but it's alright. So now we just get in. Don't earn experience, but that's alright. Security door control, lab controls. Error. Unable to establish a connection to the prototype. Alright, let's see. Security door control. Open door. Okay.
Hold up. Over there!
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Oh, hello. That's new. Well, that was different. Shock baton. Shock baton. Institute pistol. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just checking stuff. Fusion cell. Shock baton. You doing okay in there? It sounds like you're doing great. You're also a big barrier preventing them from getting to me, so I appreciate it. Even if you went down, I don't think they could get to me. I'll be with you in a moment. Let's see what else is over here. The problem is if he does go down there, they can get by. We're gonna have a lot of people on me real quick. So those are synths, huh? Finally get to see the things. They look like the Terminator, which is actually kind of cool. Get to fight the Terminator. Okay, fusion cell, institute pistol. Let's check this pistol thing out. Let's go over to weapons. We got an institute pistol. Doesn't do much damage, but it shoots cells. And does energy damage, not ballistics damage, which I think is different from everything we've had up to this point, other than the laser rifle. Interesting. Shock baton. Okay, you're doing great. This is a little frightening. There's still more around, man. So did they just take over this place? Is that what happened? Let's see. Good, you're dead. Short combat shotgun. Automatic institute pistol. In case you want an automatic version. Just gonna look around here. A little worried, man. There's a lot of crap going down. Teapot. No, looks okay. Also, this really reminds me of another place we visited recently. It's wait a minute.
Damn synths have compromised most of the facility.
This isn't the exact same thing. No, okay. This place looks seriously almost identical to what was it? It was the place that we got that special power armor. Weird. Also, can I get that door open? Yeah, I can if I pick it. I can work on that. And that thing is busted. Boom.
That's it.
Yeah, the layout is nearly the same. Piper likes it when I pick locks, so I will continue to do that.
Remain vigilant. We've got turrets ahead.
Okay, we're not even like in the same room, but you're doing great, man. I believe in you. So I'm going to continue to look around and pick locks and get Piper to like me more. I'll be with you shortly. So we can go up here. Let's see, what's down here? Toy rocket ship and a toy alien. That's cute.
Nice being on the move again. We were paper cuts back home.
Light bulbs. I'm seriously like not doing any of the fighting, and I'm totally okay with that. I'll let Danse do the brunt of the work here. Can go up. Yeah, provide fire support. Yeah, if you say so. If that's what I did, okay. Fusion cells. Yeah, I think we got them. I think we're good. 10mm pistol, turpentine, aluminum canister. There's quite a few things in here. A weapons workbench. Oil canister. Let's grab that. Oh, come on now. Anything else in here? Armor workbench. Huh. Alright, Piper.
Hey,
Hey, you.
heads up.
Sure, take a peek.
Sometimes you hit trade and it's like, I've decided not to work. Can you hold this? She's already holding some junk from before, but... Oh, no, she's good. Don't know how heavy that pistol was, but I guess we're good. Yeah, I see you. Did I get it? Okay, I got it. Now, I think maybe when it's red like that, it's the difficulty of doing it? Or maybe they're all red and I've just never noticed. I'm not sure. Tesla arc. Yeah, I think that's why, because this one was red or green, so that must have been easy. So that red one must have been hard to do, but I did it and I didn't explode. So that's good. That probably could have went very differently. I could have just died there. Anything else here? Braxo cleaner. The floorboards are even tore up. There's a lab terminal. Let's go ahead and get this thing undone. Contrast. Lab report, XMB fuel mixture 01. I'm still trying to convince Dr. McClellan that switching from uranium to deuterium will yield a much higher burn-to-thrust ratio. He's concerned that the deuterium refinement will add a few months to the XMB booster schedule, but my gut says it's worth the risk. I know that Reinhardt has us all working 7 days a week on the project as it is, but I don't mind putting in the extra time if it means the booster's efficiency is improved. Well, I did the best that I could. I showed my demonstration to Dr. McClellan and he was impressed. He took my notes directly to the board and asked for a project extension, but Reinhardt said no. I don't understand why it all comes down to money. We're sending a couple of men to Mars and we want them to get there safely and efficiently as possible. All those bastards care about is the fact that 3 more months on the schedule will cost them a few $1 million, and frankly, I'm getting sick of the bottom line dictating what we do in the laboratory. After we wrap this project, I'm going to look for work somewhere else. Deep range transmitter. Now that the fuel issue's been settled, I've been moved off of the XMB booster and onto the deep range transmitter. Frankly, I think they're just pulling me off of the propulsion system because I'm the only one stupid enough to complain when things go wrong. So instead of tweaking fuel mixtures and thermodynamics calculations, they have me fine-tuning one of our glorified radios. So glad I'm wasting my nuclear physics degree on that. My task is to increase the broadcast range on the DRT by at least 50% by the end of the month. Should be a piece of cake. Only took me 3 weeks, but I have the DRT's broadcast radius boosted by over 70%. With one of these beauties installed on the NSSA's ship, they should be able to ping a signal back and forth within 10 minutes. Now all I have to do is get the unit size down to about half so it fits inside the required volume and I'll be finished. I hope they move me back to something more interesting after this. We also have safe control. Let me see where the safe is.
Hey, whatever you did worked.
Yeah, we can pick this ourselves. Once again, if we pick it ourselves, we'll get the experience. We should probably make up for the fact that we,
Sweet.
got the password for that terminal just a little bit ago. Glow-sighted, hardened pipe revolver rifle. Whatever. Leaded leather left arm. Leaded. Interesting. It's got good energy resistance and good radiation resistance. And this is not modded. At least not heavily. Rad-X stim pack. Interesting. I'm just gonna take a quick look. Here. So I'm using... Let me see here. Leaded leather left arm is 61110. And mine is 116. But it also has radiation resistance. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. I think I'm gonna wear that. Seems like a plus. I'm gonna put that on. Alright, anything else in this room? There's a large toolbox, which I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark and say is probably filled with tools.
Got it.
Fuse, scalpel, wonder glue. Got it. Alright, anything else around here? This guy is just a pile of ash. Okay, I already checked that, but hey, you know, you do whatever you want. That's fine. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going right now. I'm glad that I've taken the time to look around. There's actually quite a bit of cool stuff in here. Now, does this go anywhere? No. Now we need to go back down and go through here, I believe. Probably? Probably. Oh hey, Tesla Science.
Perfect.
Energy weapons permanently inflict plus 5% critical damage. Yeah, I'll take it. The CEO's terminal. Lots of terminals. Okay, let's read the notes. After 6 months, the United States Space Administration finally approved ArcJet as the contractor for the Mars Shot project's propulsion and communication systems. Having my team start working on the XMB booster before we secured the contract was a gamble, but it looks like it's going to pay off big. We have a lot of details to hash out with the agency, and we have a lot of work ahead of us, but I think this contract will finally put ArcJet on the map. I was fortunate to be able to add Dr. Rory McClellan to the XMB booster team today. There are a few people who can match Dr. McClellan's aptitude with nuclear propulsion systems, so this truly was a coup. It cost the company a heck of a lot of money to hire him away from his military contracting job, but I'm sure it will be well worth every dollar. We've promised the USSA the booster would be ready at least a year before their July 2078 launch date. With Dr. McClellan at the helm, we should be able to meet that deadline with time to spare. As the holiday season approaches, it's time to take a step back and look at everything that's happened to ArcJet Systems this year. 5 months ago, my company was struggling to make ends meet. Now with the XMB booster and the deep-range transmitter projects in full swing, ArcJet appears to have received a second chance. Thanks to Dr. McClellan, we're on schedule and under budget. The USSA is thrilled with our progress and is already talking to me about future contracts after we deliver. I don't think it's possible to be ending the year on a better note. Dr. McClellan's informed me that we have a problem with the XMB booster. The USSA is demanding that the engine can't exceed their strict weight allowance, but thanks to the uranium refinement subsystem, we're a few hundred tons over. We're now 1 month behind schedule, and I'm frankly starting to panic. Dr. McClellan assures me he'll find a solution soon, but that isn't helping me get to sleep at night. The USSA has started their public relations campaign for the Mars Shot project, and ArcJet Systems is finding itself caught right in the middle. In the last week, I think I've fielded 15 separate interviews with everyone asking the same questions over and over again. They all want to know when we're delivering the XMB booster so they can take their pretty pictures of the USSA test firing it for the first time. And all I can do is keep smiling and lying through my teeth that the XMB will be delivered when it's ready. I hope Dr. McClellan solves our weight problem soon, or we're never going to get a contract from the USSA ever again. I can't believe it, but Dr. McClellan's team finally solved the XMB's weight problem. Now all we need to do is finish tightening a few screws and hoist the thing up to the engine core. If we're lucky, we'll be able to test fire the booster right after the new year. It's funny how things seem so bleak and chaotic during the year, but it all comes together for us just in time for the holidays. We've scheduled a photo opportunity tomorrow for the XMB booster's first test firing in the engine core. We're going to stick them all down in the control room and let them shoot their pictures through the thermoglass window after Dr. McClellan gives them a short explanation of how the booster works. The engine puts out a hell of a lot of thrust, so it should be quite a spectacular show. It's been 2 weeks since the accident before the XMB booster's test firing event. Somehow, a photographer managed to wander past security and into the engine core a few hours early. Dr. McClellan was running a quick test on the booster, letting it run for only a few seconds to make sure it was ready for the demonstration, and burned the photographer into ash. Thank God no one else saw what happened. I'm having Brent take care of the remains. After all, that's why I hired him. If word of this incident goes public, we'll be shut down, and I might as well put a for sale sign out front. All of the unrest overseas is making the USSA nervous about proceeding with the Mars Shot project. They're telling me they may have to delay a year or more depending on what happens. If that's true, we'll just have to make do with the proceeds from the deep-range transmitter contract, which we've already completed. I'm trying to keep everyone's spirits up around here, but it's getting harder and harder with the world falling apart around us. Hopefully, our government will work things out, and we can all get back to work. So that was interesting. You'll also note that the date ranges from August 2075 to September 2077, just a month before the bombs fell. Also, that photographer was apparently not killed by the turret system for not having a badge, but instead burnt to a crisp, which is ultimately a lot worse. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. The problem is that the company handled it wrong, because they could have admitted their mistakes and dealt with it, but instead they tried to cover it up. It looks like karma may have come back to bite them. So where the heck am I now? This is a little creepy. Tight spaces, man. I don't know how I feel about tight spaces. It's on the floor. Oh. Oh, there was something I could take. Oh, that's Danse. Wake Master alarm clock. That's something new. Are you... first off, how did you get outside? That was quick. Wait, where am I? Hold on a second. Where... Where am I? Where did this... Okay, I just found a safe... The building's layout just got a lot more complex, at least in my mind. What happened? Let's get this thing opened up.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Piper admires you. Piper just loves it whenever I open stuff up. And Piper liked that. Hey, Piper, you want to have a chat? Hey.
Heads up.
Just let me know.
Piper.
You sure managed to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
Is that a problem?
Not at all. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I can flirt with Piper.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?
Okay, so that was just a conversation that happened in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm a little confused by the layout of everything because suddenly I'm dumped into a new place. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. And I'm not sure where Danse came from. Like, where did... There's still so many doors. This is actually a really big place, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. Let's see, pack of cigarettes, blah, blah, blah. Pencil. These are all destroyed. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot around. Apparently, this doesn't have aluminum in it. Okay. Real quick, because I feel in some way that I'm losing my mind. I'm curious because Danse went some other way. He didn't come this direction. Like, where did he go? Or did he... Or maybe he did go that direction, and I'm just crazy. Alright, I think I truly didn't miss anything. I think I was supposed to go this direction. I turned the corner, came around here, and now I'm in a new area. The way that goes downstairs is a dead end, so this is the way. So we're good. Things are good. Haven't went in this door. Anything in here? No enemies, by the way. Desktop picture frame. Overdue book. Battered clipboard. Anything else? Not particularly. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. Honestly, it doesn't feel like we accomplished a ton of stuff. There was just a lot a lot of lore this episode, and hopefully that's okay. You know, it's hard to tell what we're going to run into. 40 minutes is a long time to play the game, for sure. But, oh my god. Sorry, I'm imagining someone, like, washing their hands and then their hands just fall off, and they're like, well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we read a lot of terminals, but it was cool because we actually learned a lot about what happened here. And I always find that really interesting. Not to mention, our relationship with Piper is going really well. In fact, a little better than even I would have thought. Grit got a little bit flirty with Piper, which is fine. She's in the club. She's wearing a hard hat. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave comments and tips down below for what we should do next. From what I'm thinking right now, we're going to finish this mission, obviously, and then maybe get back to work on the main storyline, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time for more StephenPlays Fallout 4.